Hey, it's Chris Beyer.
It's Chris Bowling.
Hey, CB, we're in focus again this morning, having some fun tech issues, so I don't get my virtual background. But nonetheless, we have Melissa Young joining us from G&M Distributors. Good morning, Melissa.
Good
Hi,
morning.
good morning.
Thanks for joining us. Happy St. Patrick's Day while we're recording it.
Yeah, I'm loving your green.
Yep, green. Sorry, CB, you're out.
Yeah.
I'm all linked in to see.
Yes.
So, Melissa, we're excited to ask you a couple of questions in focus this morning. So, first of all, who are you? What's your background? How did you get to the role that you're in at G&M Distributors?
Yeah, so my name is Melissa. I am a department of one at G&M here. So I am the HR department.
Yes.
It's a very unique role where it is both strategic and hands-on as a department of one. So I sit on the leadership team, so I have that strategy aspect, but I also do every single thing of HR, from recruiting to hiring to benefits to firing, unfortunately, which I had to do yesterday, to training, to development, to you name it. So it's a super unique role in that sense, which is really great. And my background actually isn't HR. So this is my first kind of generalist HR position.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, so prior to that, it was, I call it more on the softer side of employees. So it was talent management, learning and development. I worked in a financial services industry. I actually worked across Blue Shield in their learning and development department. So, and then I was an external consultant for Wonderlic. So I did personality testing and cognitive ability testing. So a little bit on the softer side. And then I came here and I've been here for about 5 years.
Oh, that's great. I mean, that's what a good preparation to go into HR, because you can learn some of those technical things that I know come at you all the time, but to be able to understand how to engage with your team and help develop the culture, I think that's a huge advantage.
Amazing.
So as you're 5 years at G&M, what would you say makes the company unique when you look at that as a place for employees to come and work, for them to provide for their families? What's unique about G&M?
Yeah, so it is a family-owned business. So Adam, our current president, is third generation, which, is unique in some senses because it's not, a huge global organization. But what I really like about the fact that it's family-owned is we're also bold. So a lot of, family-owned organizations, like, we've always done things this way, we're not going to change things. That's not G&M. So we're not afraid to take big risks and be bold and focus on growth and development. So, like, for example, last year, we moved about 90% of our workforce to a 4-day work week. Huge moves. Yeah, and we had to figure out some things and, like, move around some things. And there were some stumbles, don't get me wrong, but we knew that flexibility was important for a lot of the workforce post, pandemic, as we were starting to come out of that. And we couldn't really offer the virtual options. We can't have virtual delivery drivers or virtual warehouse or virtual sales. So we had to find a way to incorporate that flexibility into that end up being the 4-day work week. And it's been awesome. Like, everyone loves it. The office staff loves it. The sales loves it. It's just, 10 out of 10. So I think that was really bold and progressive. I also think something that makes us unique is we're really big about giving back to the community that we service.
Yes.
So we give time, we give volunteer hours, we give donation of product, money. It could be big organizations like United Way, smaller ones like the local YMCA or Orpheum Theater. I remember last year I went around this time. It was a little warmer. It was sunny and warm, not windy and cold like today. We cleaned up a baseball park to get ready for the kids to start their baseball season. That was something that we did. So I think that's really unique about the organization as well.
So you touched on that a little bit, just that involvement in the community, and I'm sure that plays into the employee experience of being part of a culture that is giving back. It's evident within the communities that you serve and provide product to. But when you talk about culture, you're developing that with the work week, you're developing that with service. That's got to be a reason why employees stay.
Yeah, I think a couple other things that I've seen over my 5 years here that have trended that in regards to culture, what I hear from the employees, because we do new hire surveys, we do exit interviews, we do employee satisfaction surveys twice a year. The feedback I always get is it's a family-like culture. Everyone's friendly. The teamwork is huge. Everyone's willing to help each other out. But also we get a lot of positive feedback regarding our management staff. So, the whole research shows that you leave your job because you hate your boss kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's not it here. We never see that. I'm telling you, over the 5 years, no one has ever left saying, I hate my boss.
That's awesome.
Outstanding, they get outstanding shout outs, in the surveys, in the exit interviews. If someone is leaving, it's like, I love my boss, shout out to, so-and-so. So I think that's huge. I think that shows that we're really big about We do promote within. We don't bring from outside, which I think is great. I think it
That's
shows we do a good job of picking the right people to promote, who not only can do the job, but have those skill sets to manage and motivate their team. So that is a lot to the culture of the organization too. I know here, we have some individuals who've been here for over 30 years. We had two people retire last December that had, I think, 36 years and 31 years. So people can easily make it a career here,
Right. Oh, that's really cool to hear. So as I know, you're responsible for all things HR, as you said, but finding talent, developing talent is an important piece of your day-to-day job. What opportunities are available at G&M? Who's a good fit for those opportunities, and where does somebody go to apply or look for what's available?
Yeah. So my marketing person would kill me if I didn't push our socials. So definitely follow us on socials. We do have, a Facebook page. We have a Facebook careers page as well. We have an Instagram. We even have a TikTok. We don't have many TikToks out there yet, but we do have a TikTok.
Getting started there. Okay.
Find our current career opportunities there. Really in regards to who's a good fit here, we really drive in on our core values. So we select on those core values, we fire on those core values, we promote, we train, etc. So we're looking for people who are achievers. These are people who want to get stuff done, hit those sales numbers, provide that great customer service. We're looking for people who are professionals, who are kind of go above and beyond, and also we're number one partners. So this isn't just like number one partner to us internal, but also to the accounts, the suppliers, the vendors, etc. So we look for that when we're hiring someone. In regards to actual job opportunities, I would say the one that is the biggest need that we always have is delivery drivers, because that is a tough role. Everyone's like, oh, I need a CDL A-class with air brakes enforcement. We will help you get that. Don't worry about that part. The part that's a struggle is it's a physical job. So a lot of people think delivery drivers, you back up, you dock, the product comes off, you drive away. Our drivers are taking it off the side of the truck, loading it into account, and then putting it away in that account. So if you've ever walked down the aisle of a Walmart and you see one of those big displays, our staff is there.
Wow.
So I think it's the challenge of finding someone who likes being out of the office, that physicality, that customer service. It's a tough gig. I'm not going to lie.
But you get to do it in 4 days a week, and you get a 3-day weekend every weekend.
Correct. You never work a Monday, which sounds glorious.
That is amazing.
That's pretty awesome. So Chris, I know as we're finishing up, I know you've got a couple questions for Melissa as we round up in focus today.
Well, number one, I'd love for you to come into our office and figure out how we can go to a 4-day work week. That would be my first comment. So my favorite question is, you've had a good day, you've had a bad day, regardless, you've had a week. Is there a motto? Is there anything that really, helps you get through those either hard days or it's a long week? Is there something that really inspires you?
Yeah. Besides deep breaths on those hard days. I don't necessarily have a motto or a quote that inspires me. One thing that I really try to do personally, and I try to drive throughout the organization, is a growth mindset. So I'm someone who's constantly consuming information because I want to learn, whether that's, webinars or podcasts or, books or, you name it. So I like to consume information. That way we can think of things differently, like a 4-day work week or whatever it may be. So I try to really encourage that in others too, like always have a growth mindset, always be growing, always be learning, because the world's always changing. So we also got to adapt. But I think just having a growth mindset just makes things a lot easier.
I love it.
That's a really good point, Melissa. We appreciate you sharing that. I'm sure that, again, contributes to the success your organization is having as well. But we appreciate you joining us in Focus today.
Yes.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Melissa.
Bye. Bye.